Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you for joining us here once again. You are here with Goran, Kirk, and Jack for another Champions League matchup on Wednesday, January 29, guys. 18 games on the schedule, and one of them is between Juventus and Benfica. Now, Kirk, Juventus got their first loss in Serie A against Napoli this past weekend, and I'm kind of thinking it might actually be good for them to get that loss because it's better to get a loss and to kind of snap that draw streak they were on because they had already like 13 or 14 draws this season in Serie A alone. In this one, I mean, in the Champions League, they've actually done well. They are not sitting in the top eight, even though theoretically they could still get there. But I don't know. It could be a tough game for them because Benfica needs, I want to say, at least a point to stay in the top 24.
Yeah, I think Benfica will be safe here, to be honest, because PSG plays Stuttgart, and then the only other teams that can really come in are Man City and Zagreb. So I'd say Benfica is pretty safe here. But I think Juve at home, they're gonna bounce back in this one. They haven't lost a Champions League game their last four games. Only one of those wins, but they are coming off their first loss in the Serie A this season. So that being said, I think they find the way to get all 3 points here. Realize that they can't just do their usual thing and just park, which they might. I just think the value here is on Juve on the money line here at plus 130 for me.
Yeah, it's a good price on Juventus at home. And then on the other side, you have Benfica, who's coming off of that, I want to say, a very bad loss to Barcelona last week, Jack, where they had a 3-1 lead. They even had a, 4-2 lead at some point and then ended up losing 5-4 in the end. Again, it was a controversial decision. Could have been a penalty, could have not been a penalty. In the end, it wasn't. And that last goal stand for Barcelona. Uh, Benfica has been all over the place this season, both in the Portuguese Primeira Liga and in the Champions League as well. They will need to attack here, if I'm being honest. The point, I mean, if you play for a point, you usually end up dropping further down than you might want and losing the game in the end, anyways. But I think this one's gonna be a bit rough. I'm taking the cards in this one over 4.5 minus 138. It's a bit juiced. I think this line is gonna move to over 5.5 as we approach the game time.
Yeah. Look, even with a point here, I think Benfica are good because you got Stuttgart playing PSG, who are below them, still in the knockout stages, and of course, one of them teams has to drop points, so they're not getting laddered by them. City, can they win? Maybe that means they'll tie on 11 points. So that's potentially another place they drop. But then Zagreb, we've already done that video. It's probably a good chance Zagreb don't win that game. So I think they're good. A point is enough for them here. A loss is a disaster. A loss puts them in a lot of danger, and I mean a lot of danger of not qualifying. And at the same time, this is Juventus we're talking about here. Yeah, let's remember what they're doing in their domestic league right now. They are drawing games like they're going out of fashion. So yeah, I'm going with a draw here. I think Juve they're going to be content with a draw. They'll defend well like they usually do, and I actually don't think Benfica really have a choice in this game but to just secure the point. So yeah, Benfica are going to push for the win. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think Juventus are going to let them win. With a 1-1 draw or something like that maybe. So draw plus 220.
There you have it, guys. This is a game that I will definitely not be watching on Wednesday of all the games. But thank you for joining us here, guys. A lot of games to talk about, a lot of games up on the PickDawgz YouTube channel, so check them all out. Subscribe, hit that like button, and of course, feel free to leave us a comment on any of these videos. Thank you, guys, and we'll see you soon.